cognizance about when it comes to forex trading. Okay, and I have to say, when it comes to forex trading, stocks trading, everything that has to do with charts, Fibonacci is very, very, very important. And if you know Fibonacci very, very well, it's going to help your trading journey. I use Fibonacci day in, day out, okay, in my trading. So you want to pay close attention in the next 1 hour or 1 hour plus that I'll be spending with you guys. Okay, so a lot of us right on this call do not know how to use Fibonacci, and a lot of us do know but do not know where to use it in taking a trade. All right, so I'll be sharing some hidden secrets with you guys today, so just come along with me. So what is Fibonacci retracement? Fibonacci retracement is an horizontal line that indicates where support and, which means there are some certain horizontal line that is included in Fibonacci, and these lines, they are very, very important. Okay, most of the time, 90% of the time, all these horizontal line will serve as your support and resistance. Okay, so once you are able to know, to understand it very well, it's going to change your it's going to improve your trading experience. All right, please guys, just few minutes, just 1 minute rather. You do not know it, and in just teaching, this is what you'll be learning. So you want to pay close attention. All right, so, and as a matter of fact, Fibonacci has uh it has a ratio percentage. Okay, and this ratio percentage, they are very, very important, of high importance than each other. All right, so you may want to write some things down if that's okay by you. We need to talk about the theory for the next 2 to 3 before I dive into to the practical aspect. Okay, cannot talk about Fibonacci without the theoretical aspect of it first. So that makes it complete information. All right. So Fibonacci has levels. We have 23.6 levels. We have 38.2% level. We have 50% level. We have 1.8. So among all these levels, 61.8 is the most significant level of them all right? And we also have 100% as well. But whenever you are looking for Fibonacci retracement, your goal, your high, should always focus on 61.8%. And in my years of experience, for those who don't know, I am called the Kingmaker, and I have, this is my fifth year and 9 months in this business. Mr. Abak, I'll probably will mention that again, or you may have access to the video later on. Okay, so in my years of experience, this is 5 years and 9 months in this business, and I believe I have the prerequisite experience to stand before you guys. And those who have passed through my training in one way or the other can testify to this, all right? So the levels again is 23.6%, okay? We have 38.2% level, we have 50% level, 61.8% level, and 100%. Okay, among all these five levels, the most important and significant area, which a lot of traders around the world that uses Fibonacci are focusing on, is 61.8%. Okay, so, and everybody agrees that whenever price pulls back to 61.8%, it has higher probability of reversing. Okay, it has higher probability to reverse from that particular area, which is 61.8 level. Okay, and another level that follows 61.8 is 50%. Okay, which means whenever you see price comes into 50% towards 61.8%, then you should And another one I will share with us today is Fibonacci extension. Fibonacci extension is used to determine profit level. And a lot of people on this call do not know how to draw Fibonacci. They do not know the exact area to start drawing their Fibonacci, and that is where a lot of people are missing it. All right. That is where a lot of people are missing it. Let me use MT4. It seems a lot of people are familiar with MT4. So if you can see my MT4, guys, please just put in one in the chat. Just put in one in the chat if you can see my MT4. I know a lot of people are familiar with MT4, so let me use MT4. Okay, all right, guys. Somebody says my voice was breaking. Everybody, please kindly assist me. Let me know if you can hear me, if I'm audible or no. Sorry, that is due to my internet if it was breaking, but I just want to be sure it's okay now. All right, thank you very much. I just want to be sure it's okay now. I've been struggling with the internet for the past 30 minutes before I eventually came on. So just please bear with me. I'll try to, to be audible as it should be. All right, so here we are. What do you want to look for when you want to draw Fibonacci? And how do you go about it? This is where a lot of people are missing it. This is where a lot of people are missing it. And I say again, if you are able to master your Fibonacci on how to draw it, then it's going to change your trading game. Because 85% to 90% of the time, whenever price into 50% level or 61.8% level, price will respect that area. Okay, if at all price is going to do something else, but price will first of all respect that area. All right. So now look at this. This is it. Based on this move right here, you will agree with me that we have a massive drop right from the top area to the downside. You will agree with me. And I want to share with you that this movement right that you are looking right here comprises Fibonacci movements all around, right from this top area to this place. Those who are new in this business may be wondering, how does that look? How can you use Fibonacci? What is Fibonacci all about? Okay, just like I have explained, Fibonacci tells you where price has higher probability of reversing. And believe me, I use almost every time whenever I trade, okay, because it helps a lot. Now, let's, for example, this is it. From this vertical red line, our assumption now is that okay, and price move from here to this place, moves from here to this place, okay. This is a move down, okay. Now this has indicated to us that market may continue the down move, all right, because this area has been broken. Low right here has been broken. So market has this tendency of reversing after 61.8%, okay. So now, how do you draw that? Because we are coming down, you want to draw Fibonacci from the top to the last bottom, all right? Because we assume that right from this area, price has not, all these candles right here, they are yet to form, all right? So Fibonacci tells you the exact area where you should look for reversal, where you should probably take your trade, all right? So how do you draw that? Pick your Fibonacci tools. And for those who don't know, this symbol you're looking right here is the Fibonacci tool, all right? Because we are going down, because market is moving down, and you want to know where market will come to before it continues the down move. So you want to take Fibonacci from the top area, okay? You agree with me that this place right now is the topmost area, okay, based on this move, okay? Then you draw down to the last bottom. Remember, this area right here is considered last bottom because all these candles right here, our assumption is that they are yet to form, all right? And based on this vertical line, you already see that market is giving you a small up move. That is when you want to consider drawing your Fibonacci, okay? You don't just, let me take this away. You don't just go into the market and draw your Fibonacci. You only want to draw your Fibonacci whenever you see market giving you a small up move. You assume that this move has came down to this place, all right? But will you start drawing your Fibonacci right once market comes into this place? No, you don't do that. You only want to consider drawing your Fibonacci whenever you see small move like this, all right? Let me change that color, please. Whenever you see small move like this. So if you say you want to draw your Fibonacci based on this move to this place, and you have not seen any small move telling you that market is giving you a pullback, you don't want to draw your Fibonacci, because if you draw it, market may choose to continue going down. And that will give you false measurements. So you want to draw your Fibonacci whenever you see a small move, okay, after a drop, whenever you see a small move up like this. So when you see a small move up like this, this tells you that, see, market is pulling back, all right? So whenever market is giving you something like this, that is when you want to draw your Fibonacci. So now let's say this is now you want to Fibonacci. This small move from this place to this place is an indication to you that market wants to pull back, okay? And you want it to pull back to the right area. You want it to pull back to an area where a lot of traders around the world are looking forward to, okay? And whenever one of the most significant area where you can have a strong entry is when you are also eyeing where a lot of traders are looking forward to take their trade. Hope you are following me, guys. Whenever you see you want to take a trade, your trade will tend to go in your direction if it corresponds with the same area a lot of traders around the world are looking forward to. And a lot of traders around the world looks forward to 61.8% and minimum 50.8%. Okay, so back to my assumption. Now, market has pulled back to this place. That is when you want to measure your Fibonacci from the top to the downside. All right. Reason why we pick it from the top to the downside for those who are new is because market is coming down. All right. If market is coming down, you pick it from the top to the downside. So I pick my Fibonacci. Now look at it. I draw it from the tip of the topmost area down to the tips of the down the last bottom. And now you can see. Can you see all these lines right here? Can you see all this line right here? You can see 61.8. We have 8.23.6. All right. So those are the areas where a lot of traders are looking out for. Okay, I'm going to mark it out. Okay. Just so to be visible enough for you guys. All right. Look at this, guys. Oops, sorry. So now look at this. Can you see this Fibonacci? Can you see the pullback, market pullback into 61.8 area? And like I said, all these lines, 23.8 and 250%, 61.8, all these lines are significant area. Okay, which means they serves as support and resistance per time. All right. So whenever market comes into any of those lines, market tends to react to it. I hope you are following. Whenever market comes into that area, market tends to react to it. And like I said, the most significant part of the numbers right there is 61.8. And see, look at it. Market pulled back and went back into 61.8. All right. And now you can see after the 61.8, the next thing we had was a move down. All right. So whenever you want to trade, you want to look for 61.8. But one thing is that this is the strategy. A lot of people don't know how to take a trade. They just put in pending order on 61.8. It is not done like that. Gone are the days where you will put in pending orders and market will react to it. But these days, you will see market makers manipulate that area a little bit before market continuing in its direction. And sometimes market may want to change direction and not respect 61.8. So that is why it is not 100%. So your entry view. That is the most important thing. If you want to trade Fibonacci, you need to learn how to trade how to recognize candlestick pattern. So whenever price comes into it, you can see this one right here, this green candle and the red candle. This is bearish engulfing. So after this candle, you can see we had a massive drop. So you take your trade right after the engulfing, after the close of the engulfing, which is this one right here. Then your stop loss comes above. Your stop loss comes above 4 to 5 pips away. Then you can see it's a good reward. Let's say here it looks 67 to 80 pips. Now we have almost 185 pips. So that is far more than 1 to 2 risk reward. So you want to understand how Fibonacci works. And as a matter of fact, if I should switch to lower time frame, let me switch to 1 hour so I can show you the level of this line, the importance, if it corresponds to support and resistance. So that is why you want to use Fibonacci, because it gives you your support and resistance per time. Now look at this, guys. Can you guys see? Just for let's do some back test a little bit. Just some back test so you can be able to understand. Look at this area right now, which is 0 level. You can see serve as support and resistance. Look at this. This place was respected right here once, although it got broken, respected again right here. So you can see 61.8%, the most significant number of them. Look at this, respected around this area. Look at this area. The same thing right here. I hope you're following. Look at this touch. All right. Look at 50% level. You can see how markets reacted to that area. Look at this. Okay. So look at this. So guys, let's go back. That is the significance of Fibonacci retracement. So whenever you want to take a trade that is going down, so you want to draw from the topmost to the bottom, to the last bottom, then wait for your price to pull back to 61.8%. So you want to draw from the topmost to the bottom, guys. And mind you, my biggest advice to you is that do not take the trade on pending order, because if you take the trade right here on pending order, you can see this week may come up and take you out of the trade first, then continue going in your intended direction. So you want to wait for market to come into that area and look for candlestick pattern. Look for your engulfing, look for your inside bar, look for your tweezers, okay? Look for your pin bar. So those are the type of candlestick pattern you want to look out for before you take the trade. And as a matter of fact, when you see a candlestick pattern, it gives you good risk reward ratio, because you're just going to put in your stop loss 3 to 4 pips above the candle. Then enjoy your trade while it moves down. Now, that is it. That is Fibonacci on how to draw okay, from this top area down to this place, to know from this place right here, okay, to know the pullback percentage of this move from this level right here. Oops, sorry guys. From this level right here to this, let's try to measure that. Okay, you can see you measure from the top down. Now look at, you can see market came into 50% level. This area, can you see? Can you see, guys? Oops, sorry about that. Just want to try to enlarge it so you can see. So you can see, guys. So the most important area you want to look out for is 51 or 60%, 50% or 61.8% area. Now you can see the moment market came into 50% level, it gave you candlestick reversal pattern, all right, which is bearish engulfing. You can see the body of this green candle and the body of the red candle. The body of the green candle was completely engulfed by the red candle. So that is a very good signal that, okay, markets, we only come to, we only want to respect 50% level. So when you take your trade, you can see we had a drop right after that. So if you have taken your trade right after this red candle, take your trade right here, you are probably going to risk 60%, sorry, 60 pips rather, then makes almost 180 pips. That is about 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Now, I want to show you guys something. Pay attention to these guys. If you want to trade, use Fibonacci. You want to use the extension along with it, because the extension tells you where price is probably going to get to as your take profits. And that is what a lot of people do not know. Because most of the time, I will just say 85% of the time, whenever you use Fibonacci, whenever Fibonacci comes into 61.8%, it gives you good risk reward ratio, which means you are going to bank in a lot of profit once price continues in that direction. All right. So how do you draw your extension? So what is extension? Let me quickly explain on that. What is Fibonacci extension? Fibonacci extension is used to determine price targets. Okay, after the prevailing trend has resumed rather. Okay, which means you can see this is the prevailing trend. All right. So now Fibonacci extension only tells you where this move right here, or this move, where they are going to get to after this move right here. Let's say this one. Okay, after you have determined the Fibonacci retracement. So this tells you, Fibonacci extension tells you where price is going to get to. All right. So now explain. Let's say we want to measure from this area. To follow our Fibonacci extension. How do you draw your Fibonacci extension, guys? Don't get it mixed up. A lot of people will mix what I am about to share with you. A lot of people will mix it up. All right. Now, take note. If you want to draw your normal Fibonacci to know the retracement, you draw from the top down because you are going down. All right. But for extension, after you have gotten to 61.8, which is from here to this place, you have gotten to 61.8. So how do you measure the extension? You take the same Fibonacci 2, right? The same Fibonacci 2. Then you start from this level, the lower level, okay, to the area where price is ready to reverse, which is this place. All right. Remember, the reversal area for this move is this point. But you want to use the extension to know where your comes into 61.8 level of the trend. This is the move, okay? And price has come into 61.8 level. You can see this blue line. This is the move. This is the 61.8 level. Now, this is the extension. You have taken the extension from here to the topmost right here. Now, whenever price comes into 61.8 level, then your overall profit target should be 161.8 level, which means you can see after you have taken your extension, which is this one, you can see we have 61.8. You don't want to look at that right now. So this is 161.8 level. This level, okay? So 88% of the time, once you measure the extension, price will come to 161.8 level. So that is where you want to put in your TP2. All right. Now, TP1, this is where you want to target. The last low where market reversed from. See, no matter what market is going to do, it will at least come down. Even if it's not going to hit your TP1, it will at least come down to respect some levels right here. So during that period, you should have break even, protect your capital. All right. So, and as a matter of fact, you can see market came into 161.8, which is this level, before it started reversing again. All right. So that is what you want to use for your profit target, 161.8 level. Look at. Okay, let me mark it again. I want to show us another powerhouse right there. So this is the 61.8 level of this move. I hope this is clear to you guys. Now, another thing I want to share with you to know, without using Fibonacci extension, another thing I want to share with you to know where price is going to get to when it comes to your targets. Another thing you want to use, you may copy this length. Okay, you can see market move from this place to this place after it gave you the retracement of 61.8. If you do not want to use Fibonacci, you can simply copy this move like this, take it and drop it right here where the reversal started from. So it's most certain that market will give you CD equal ABCD. Okay, ABCD is going to give you equal CD, which means this area from this place, this is considered the A, this is considered the B, and this one is considered the C, and the length right here that is going to give you is considered the D. All right, so you want to copy the same level, you may copy it the same way like this. Okay, put it this way. So this is another way you can determine your profit. So this is considered the A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. So AB is going to be equal CD, which means the length between A and B is going to be the length between C and D. I hope this is clear with you guys. So that is another way you can determine your profit target if you do not want to use Fibonacci extension. So I hope that is clear with you guys. Now I'm going to show you another example. Look at this move right here. You can see price came into 61.8% before it went down. All right. So if you measure the extension from here to this place, you can see it came into 161.8%. I hope you can see what I'm sharing with you guys. I hope you can see. Now look at this. This is where the reversal started from. This is where the reversal started from. You can see from this move right here, market came down and went back to 61.8, even above 61.8 level. But after that, after the pin bar, after this pin bar, market came down to this place. You can see, if you are not a careless trader, if you are a good trader, then let's say you enter with 60 pips stop loss, the market gave you a 5, which means it's well over 1.1 risk reward ratio. So you should have protected your some profits, if not your capital as well. So you should have protected your capital and even some profits. But a lot of careless traders will say Shebi is still going down, it's 61.8. You can see market respected 61.8 area, which is this place. It respected it, okay, and came down a little bit before the trend direction change. All right, I hope this is clear with you guys. If what I'm sharing with you is making some sense and you are gaining value, please let's type in 3 in the chat. If what I'm sharing with you is making some sense and you are gaining some value, please type in 3 in the chat. Put in 3 in the chat. All right. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We have over 30 people on the call. So, yeah, somebody said you have a question. Of course, we will have some time for question and answer. So just hold on, Mr. Aidun. All right. We will have some time for question and answer. So, somebody was asking me through chat, was it not yesterday, said, what is my view on Bitcoin? Said, what is my view on Bitcoin? Okay. From based on what I saw on Bitcoin, for those you that are trading Bitcoin, Bitcoin has the tendency of pulling back right now. Okay, although it's right now on all higher time frame, it's also ready to pull back to I think 650. All right. So for those of you, reason why I said is to pull back is that I have there is divergence on 3 different time frames. Okay. So whenever you have divergence, it means market is getting weaker at that point. Okay. So we have some divergence on it. So market may pull back and definitely is going to continue going up. Most definitely is going to continue going up. Reason is that preceding trend is very, the current trend is very strong and sharp. And whenever you see a trend and sharp movement like that, it's a good indication that market will continue in that direction. So I am very optimistic. I was reading an article last week, okay, where although the person that wrote the article is a billionaire in Bitcoin. Okay, it has a lot of Bitcoin investment and all that. So it's projecting that Bitcoin is going to $300, $300,000. That is his own projection. All right. So for you to take in any advantage, you want to wait for pullback. So I'm optimistic. Even if between today and tomorrow, if Bitcoin start pulling back and it does not keep going up, if it start pulling back, it's going to come to 20,000 before it keeps going up. So you guys may mark this down. Okay, that is what my analysis is telling me. It may go wrong, okay, because market makers may decide to do whatever they like. So it may go wrong, but I'm telling you this based on divergence, and market can never ever continue in going on in a particular direction without pulling back. So I believe the pullback on Bitcoin and Ethereum is ready to start, and it's going to pull back to 61.8%, which is 20,000 Bitcoin, and Ethereum around $650. So you may look forward to that, guys. So now let's go back to our area, all right, to what we're talking about. Now look at this move. Let me show you guys how to measure it on to use Fibonacci for uptrend. I have shown you how to measure it on the downtrend. Now, this is for uptrend. Based on this move right here, you can see for you to use Fibonacci, you want to look for higher highs. Okay, higher highs and higher low. In the case of an uptrend, you want to look for higher highs, higher low. And in the case of downtrend, you want to look for lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right. But in the case of uptrend, I repeat again, in the case of uptrend, you want to look for higher high, higher low, higher high, and higher low. All right. And as a matter of fact, this place is a low. This is higher. Okay. This is higher low. This low is higher low. So if I should measure Fibonacci from here to this place, you will see that we are on either 51, between 51 and 60%. So I'm going to measure that. I hope you can see exactly on 161.8. Can you see, guys? Can you see? So you want to wait for price to come into that area. And mind you, guys, some people tend to make mistake, and this may cause some fake out. I am telling you this based on experience. If you want to trade Fibonacci on H1, make sure your confirmation candle is from H1. All right. If you want to take Fibonacci on H4. Make sure your confirmation candle is on H4. Reason is that we are on H4 right now. Fibonacci has pulled back into this area. All right. So if I should go to, let me go to 1 hour, let's see. Okay, you can see we have a pin bar. Okay, this is not a perfect, the perfect pin bar, right? Rather, this is a perfect pin bar. So once you go to 1 hour and take the trade, sometimes market may fake a lot of people out. Market makers may fake a lot of people out. So based on this pin bar, a lot of people will take their trade, but market makers may pull it back, may pull it down again. Okay, so that is why I say if you want to trade Fibonacci on smaller time frame, then let your entry be on smaller time frame. If you want to take it on 4 hours, let your entry be on 4 hours. I hope that is clear. So that will give you double assurance that market will continue in that direction. All right. But a lot of people are greedy. They will say, okay, I will go to lower time frame and look for my entry. It is good to go to lower time frame and look for your entry. But for you to do that, you must consider a lot of things that will give you double assurance that market is not going to fake you out with that pin bar or with that entry candle. Okay. So I hope I should see one that will that can prove that to us before we finish. Okay. So now look at, so you draw your Fibonacci, came into 61.8, right there, you take your trade. Okay, you can see. Now, for the extension, you want to pick it from this place. Let's assume market came into this place. Now, it has given you 61.8 left. Draw from this top down because you want to go up. You want to know where your profit target is going to get to. So whenever market comes into 61.8%, it has higher probability of getting to 161.8%. Look at it. 161.8%. Even market went a little bit above. I hope you can see, guys. So if you have risked, let's say you have risked 65 pips right here, look at what you get. You get 176 pips. That is almost 2.5, if I'm not mistaken. And mind you, this is where you're going to put in your first take profit at this top. Whenever markets want to do anything, it will a little bit come to this place. If market is going to do anything, okay, so you want to use the last high as your first take profit and 161.8 as your second take profit. I hope this is clear with you guys. Okay, now look at market is on the face of pulling back based on GBP Swiss franc. So if you take your Fibonacci from here to this topmost area, then that will determine where market is going to. You can see market is right at 50.8%. And now another thing I want to share with you guys is that you can see that area, which is 50% level, serves as previous resistance, now turns support. All right, previous resistance got broken, now turns support. Okay, look at the area was respected right here. Look at this. Can you see, guys? So now market based on GBP Swiss franc, market is going up. GBP Swiss franc, I can tell you that for free. Let me check what higher time frame candle gives us. Okay, so let's see what market is going to do when market opens later at around 11 p.m. So I can tell you for free that this market is going to at least come to this place. If at all, it's not going to continue going up. It may retest this area right here. All right. So this is a perfect is also on it right now. So you may take this trade, but remember to manage your trade. Whenever you are in some, you are in about 30 or 40 pips. All right. So that is that, guys. I hope I've been able to share something really, really significant with you guys today. All right. So if you have some questions, please put it in the chat box. Mr. Kennedy, please, you need to private chat me on that, not on this call, please. No, you can't buy Bitcoin now. What do you mean by automatic feed, Mr. Umar? I don't understand what you mean by automatic feed. Or you have some indicator that does that, but indicator cannot be as perfect as yourself. No best time trade to trade Fibonacci. You can trade Fibonacci at any time frame, but the higher the time frame, the stronger it's going to be. All right. The higher the time frame, the stronger the is going to be. Of course, Chi. See, this is just I think the network that got me destabilized because I've really taken a lot of time to like put it together. So this training we have just listened to is just like a child play. Trust me. Those who have attended all some of my lectures can testify to that. This is not a boast. Just stay tuned on the group. Every Sunday we have training like this, and we are on YouTube. So I'm going to drop the YouTube link on all our groups, both on WhatsApp and Telegram. So go on the YouTube. You find a lot of videos there. Listen to it, watch it, but remember to subscribe and click the like button. All right. So you will have you'll be able to get notification whenever I post in new videos. And as a matter of fact, I'll be posting a lot of goodies on our YouTube channel very soon. A lot of goodies that I will just record behind the scene, then post it on YouTube. So, but for the benefit of everybody. So you want to share that with your friends and everybody. Let them like, subscribe to our channel, click the bell button so you can get notified. Yeah, the more higher time frame, the more accurate this indicator will be. So I like looking for at least whenever I see 61.8% on daily, then I go it's going to produce a lot of pips profit for you. All right, but if you are going to the higher time frame to pick your entry, you have to be smart. Okay, know what you are doing so that you can avoid some fake out. All right. Yes, this video will be on our YouTube latest tomorrow morning, so you can go there and rewatch it. But remember to subscribe. Um, Alpha by says, can fib extension and fib retracement be drawn together? Well, if it won't confuse you, if that won't confuse you, you can draw it together. But I would just advise you draw the retracement first. As soon as you get your 60.8%, and you can confirm that market is ready to reverse from that, then draw your extension. So that will tell you where price is most likely going to get to. Okay, as your profit target. Thanks a lot, Mr. Udujobi. If today is your first time, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Thank you, doctor. Well, No problem, sir. All right. So I hope I've been able to share something really, really significant with you. That is that may be weeks to come because we take the subjects on a random basis. So this is Fibonacci part 1. So you want to look out for Fibonacci part 2 later on, okay? That may be in the next couple of weeks thereabout, but I will get you guys, notified. Okay, Mr. David, just some few seconds. Let me try to get the YouTube link. Okay. Somebody is asking where to draw, where to. You try to watch the video later on. You understand? If you are going up, you want to draw from the last bottom. Okay. Let's, for example, market has come into this place, and now it has gone up to this place. You want to start from the last bottom. This is the last bottom. Okay. To the topmost area. This is the topmost area. Then you draw from the last bottom right here to the topmost and leave it. Okay. So you're now waiting for price to pull back and come into 50% level or 61.8% level. So when it comes into 50% level, just pay close attention. Let it give you good price candlestick reversal pattern before you go in. All right. But the strongest is 61.8. But when you see it has a clear support, just like this one, then this area is very, very strong, which is 50 right here. It's very, very strong because you can see this area as resistance is a very strong area, and market has come into the same area, which is 50 level. So it has higher probability of going up. All right. So this is part 1 of Fibonacci retracement. I'm going to share something, hidden secrets, okay? When we are about to, when I'm coming up with the part 2, okay? And this secret I'm going to share with you, trust me, is probably something you have not heard. Yes, I discovered this all alone. It's something you, and ever since I've attended series of lectures and all that from various educators, I have never, ever heard them mention what I'm going to share with you in the part 2. I have never, ever heard them. Okay, so that is that, guys. I hope you have some question in the chat. Prince, you haven't even learned anything. This is just the tips of the iceberg. Trust me. Time you tell, you will converse it. So this is not a pride. It's just what we've been teaching for a while, and a lot of people are gaining value. AUD card. Okay, let me try to see AUD card. AUD card. Our Sunday training is capped to be 1 hour, 1 hour, 20 minutes session on each day. I have a strategy that a lot of people are looking forward to, and a lot of people are using and making profit, and it's called the King strategy. Okay. I want to make analysis based on my view right now. So just to answer what the person said, I feel market is still going to come. Is still going to come to this area. All right. We still have potential 140 piece move on AUD card. Potential 140 to 150 move up on AUD card. All right. So you want to look for your Fibonacci retracements. Look at these guys. You want to draw from here. All right. You want to draw from here. Can you see? So market has higher probability of coming to this price. 9710, 0.9710. Before it continues going back up. For those of us who are using clean strategy, AUD card, AUD USD, let it pull back. Enter when you see that cross. It's going to deliver. They did not burn into it. This week, look for AUD card. They are still pulling, they still have some momentum. Okay? Look for AUD card. Just know how to enter. Okay? But for those of you who are using the clean strategy, this is a very simple strategy that is rocking it. So let it pull back, wait for the cross up. Whenever it crosses, enter it. It's going to deliver. So, all right. So I hope I have been able to answer your question. Please, Mr. David, okay, just wait, just a few minutes. I'm trying to, let me get the link for you. Coming. So if you have some questions, guys, please put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. So I look forward to work with a lot of people. So if you have any challenges when it comes to trading, either uh, binary or forex, just try to chat me up or put it in the group. I trust we have some good chats on all our groups, so you can click on it, then go on our channel. So because I seem to get things mixed up right now, so I don't want to keep you guys waiting, because your time is very, very precious to you, and it's precious to me as well. Okay. Yes, doctor, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. This is one of the people that have worked with me, that have attended my training, so he can testify. And those on current advanced class can also have some testimony to share with us. So I hope I've been able to share something really, really good with you guys. So that is all I have to share with you today when it comes to Fibonacci. So you want to look out for next week, what I have to share with you next week. In fact, you will watch the video and rewatch the video and rewatch the video. You wouldn't pray to lose the link after I finish the lecture next week. Okay? So thank you so much for having me. I look forward to seeing more of you. So feel free to drop your comments on the group. Okay? I know a lot of the new people, the new guys on this session right now just want to come to listen if we have something to offer, but what I have just shared with you is just by the way. Okay, so just stay tuned on the group and feel free to contact me, the admin, drop your comments. So I look forward to seeing more of you. So thank you so much for having me this evening. So I still remain your host, Abolade Adekola, known as the King Maker. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a lovely night's rest.